Cheap action camera as a webcam. It can be done. It's pretty easy. Let's compare it to a C920. Hey everyone, Chris with Coalition Gaming here. A while back I received an action camera that I had been wanting as a Christmas gift. It's awesome. I love it. And special thanks to Ozzy on that one. But one of the things I wanted to do is use it as a webcam to see if I can do something as far as upgrading my camera quality without necessarily rigging up a DSLR or mirrorless camera. So I'm going to be pitting it against my C920, which for today's video I'm actually using right now. So I'm sure you guys maybe noticed the blurry background and well, whatever the case is, I'm doing that with VCam. If you guys want to know more about VCam, which also has background deletion and background replacement, so it can act like it has a green screen behind you, so you can erase that and it's just you in the image. Go ahead and click the link right over here and you guys will get some more information on it. We have done a video on it. It's great, and I do want to point out that the action camera works great with it as well. So let's get to it. So I've pre-recorded some clips for you guys that has each camera side by side being compared. One, the camera can be used over USB, like a USB webcam, straight out the gate. You don't even need anything special. Just plug a USB in. The USB cable will keep it turned on. It's as if it's just a regular old USB webcam. You will most likely be limited to a few things in terms of FPS and resolution settings, but you'll be able to get a solid 720p 30 out of that action camera to your computer over USB for the most part. And today's I'm actually using a DB Power N6S as a matter of fact. I have heard that other cheap webcams, or sorry, cheap action cameras have this functionality as well. So go ahead and check out the Tech Crimson's video that'll be linked right over here as well. He has another demonstration on this that you guys should definitely see. Anyways, so here are the clips. This is just a quick side-by-side test. Which side do you think is the C920 and which is the action cam? One more time, 4K action cam running 1280-720-60 versus C920 1280-720-30 side by side. What do y'all think? Rabble, rabble. Let's see if this is any good, any better on the sync. 1, 2, 3. Audio sync. So the cool thing I like about my DB Power N6S is that it has a tripod mount right on it without having to use the casing. Hey guys, Editing Chris here. I also wanted to point out that a very important feature of these action cameras is having an adjustable field of view. Most action cameras are locked at about 170 degrees. It's really wide, and it will also give you a bit of a fisheye effect. Some of these action cameras have a fisheye reduction option in them, which is important, but more importantly, if you have adjustable field of view, you can go from 170 to, let's say, 110, then 90, and then 70. For example, the field of view of a C920 is closer to like 45 to 50 degrees. So if you wanted to get something that wasn't so wide that you wouldn't have to crop, then you want one with adjustable field of view, so you don't have to do any of that stuff, and you can just change that setting in the camera and be on your way. The Tech Crimson ran into an issue with that one. It doesn't have a tripod mount. You have to use the casing, but the problem is when you put the casing on it, you don't have access to the USB anymore, or really any of the ports. So that is a downside. It is important that if you're going to be doing this, that you get one that has a tripod mount on it without needing the casing. You'll be much happier in the long run as a result. So what did you guys think? There was a couple of clips there. It was actually, to me, surprisingly close, which if you're well lit with the C920, it actually performs a lot better than some people think it does nowadays. And these action cameras over HDMI, over USB, HDMI, I do think it did better overall, but not to the point where I want to deal with using my USB capture card over my USB webcam. But it was pretty solid. It is an option as well. I do like that. But as a USB webcam, it still gets the job done. The cool thing about this in terms of value is that you can get this cheap action camera, 50 or 60 bucks, not far off the price of a C920, and you have its ability as an action camera to be used if you want to go do some other stuff with it. So the fact that it's an action camera is helpful in its own right because, hey, let's say you want to go snowboarding, skiing, I don't know, riding Sea-Doos, go on a boat somewhere, whatever. Just go vlogging with it, go do some cool stuff with it. You can take it off from your computer setup, wire it, get it up on a little handheld tripod mount and go do your thing. So it's got a lot of extra value versus a C920 based on that alone. But if you're just going to be using it standalone as is, I mean, it works. It looks pretty close in terms of quality to the C920. It's hard to say. It's go with whatever your preference is. I personally like to find the most value and most utility in things, and if I had to start over and I had to choose between the C920 and one of these action cameras, I'd probably choose an action camera, just because of what I can do with it in terms of versus a C920 in the long run. So cool stuff. I'm glad it actually is still it's even an option. That's really cool, because the software generally, like on a GoPro, you probably wouldn't be able to do that, but these, I guess, knockoffs, they do have that functionality, which is nice. I do like that. And with all that said, what do you guys think? Leave a comment below of what you like the most, or what kind of value you guys see in having one versus the other. This is Chris with Coalition Gaming. I hope you all like this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Really, okay? Huh? Really? You grabbing chips while I'm talking? Hold on. Okay.